What's up, YouTube? This is Harvey 1997 here, coming at you today with some test hands for my Pendulum Edition deck that I used at the Indianapolis Regional last weekend. And I guess I should say got first place there. Very happy about that. If you haven't seen that deck profile, I'm probably going to leave a link in the description box. Harvey, don't forget to leave the link in the description box. Yeah, so that's going to be there. To make sure to check out the profile. I have made 3 changes to the deck, as I alluded to in that profile, in that these cards were absolutely trash in the main deck, so I'm dropping them back to the side, and I'm bringing in 3 cards from the side deck. I'm not certain if I'm going to keep them like this. I might put in Upstart in this case. I don't know. I'm just going to be trying out the 3rd Wavering and 2 Cosmic Cyclones, just so we can have it an even 40 for the test hands. But yeah, I'm going to start shuffling this thing on screen so you guys know I'm not stacking anything. I want to give a big thank you to everyone, all my new subscribers. It's overwhelming. I remember last Saturday, like the Saturday before I went to that regional, I told someone I had 250 subscribers, and as of recording this, I have like 325, I think, somewhere in there. That's a very big increase to have happen in like just over a week. So thank you to all my new subscribers. Some other things I do want to say. I do not agree that this deck is something that you can just memorize combos for, like in DDDs or something like that. I think this is something that you need to learn how to optimize every card in every situation, because if you memorize a 3-card combo, and then, like, let's say you memorize something like Astrograph, Chronograph, Darkworm. That's all cool and good, but what happens when you draw into one of those gate zeros? It means the hand is still good, but you have to know how to, like, where to go with it. Or maybe you also have an Oath Dragon, so the combo would be better than, like, putting gate 0 in the scale or something like that. So that's why I'm doing test hands, to show you different 5-card combinations rather than straight up combos. So obviously these are going to be going first hands, and with, no opponent, because there's not really a way to do that. The best thing, in my opinion, the best way to play this deck, and it hurts sometimes, but assume that if you summon your Electromite, assume it's going to get hit with a Veiler or a Ghost Ogre. If you can assume that, then, make your plays around that. So, another thing, typically, if you have your Chronograph or your Astrograph in your scale to pop them with your or with their own effects to summon your Star or Time Gazer, my suggestion is to set another card in your other scale so that if your opponent chains Ghost Ogre, you can drop your Wavering Eyes on them, assuming you have that. It's just a really good way to, keep the momentum going. So we have Dragon Shrine. I'll turn them around. Dragon Shrine, Supreme King Gate 0, Astrograph Sorcerer, Harmonizing Magician, and Blackbang Magician. This is a pretty good hand. So, all combo pieces. And as I believe I said in my deck profile, this card is not a brick if you draw it when you have more than one copy in the deck. It is less good if you have it and access to Darkworm, because then it means you can't really optimize your Electromite thing by destroying it, but it means you have your second level 7 for Astrograph, or to overlay with Astrograph for your rank 7 play. So let's see what we can do with this. We're going to start off with our Dragon Shrine. Oh, and I believe I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 of these test hands, and we'll just kind of go from there. I might do more than that. I might just do the 2. I'm not really sure. We're going to just play it as it goes. So now we're going to activate the Darkworm that we just sent to special summon himself. And because he was summoned, we'll get our second copy of Gate 0. From here, we can activate our Astrograph Sorcerer and use his effect to pop himself. And special summon Stargazer Magician to our field. Now we'll just go ahead and link these 2 up. And summon our Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. And Electromite will now activate, putting a monster in our extra deck. We're going to put Chronograph Sorcerer in the extra deck. So we'll do that. And this is actually an incredible hand because we were able to get this kind of hand assuming I'm doing the combo right in my head, did not actually come up in the tournament because I never had a way to do this in quite this fashion, I guess. So, yeah, let's just go in with it. We're going to, let's see, we will scale our Black Fang Magician. Then we'll use Electromite to pop Black Fang. Oh, I'm not going into that quite yet, am I? Nope. We want to grab Astrograph with Electromite. Then we're going to activate Astrograph. Or, I'm sorry, Electromite is Chain Link 1 no matter what. Then Astrograph will activate. We'll summon him. And now we'll add our Black Fang. And then we're going to just shuffle this up here. And see what we draw. We got a Star Pendulum Graph. We've already done our stuff with that, so it's not amazing, but this actually will get us a Wisdom Eye, which can let us do some pretty wonky things. So we'll just go ahead and activate that. Then we'll activate our Supreme King Gate 0 and Black Fang Magician. Now let's see, from here we can, let me think about this real quick and make sure I'm doing it right in my head. Let's see, we have no matter what, we're going to be summoning our Gate 0 from our hand, so I'll be playing him down, and we'll be summoning Chronograph from our extra deck. Then the other card we need to do, let's see how to do this. Okay. Okay, one moment here. So what I'm trying to figure out is, based on this board, if there's a way to get a Omega out as well. But I'm not certain that there is. Or an Omega plus the Naruto and Gate 0 play. We can just go for Omega just by Pendulum something to Harmonizing and get its search effect. What I'm thinking about trying to do is I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to summon Oath Dragon, then overlay it in Chronograph. Well, I'm not certain we'd be able to quite get there. Alright, we'll just do this then. We'll just summon our Harmonizing Magician, and we'll use its effect. And we will just go for the more basic play. We'll just get our Oath Dragon. And then from here, let's see. We can... can I do this? I think I might be able to go into something. If I'm brainstorming here. No. Okay, never mind. That's not going to get it. Alright, we'll just do the basic play. Overlay Naruto over here. Then overlay Astro and Gate for Absolute Dragon. Then link Electromite and Absolute for our Decode Talker. And then we'll summon Odd Eyes Vortex off of the Absolute. So the reason I'm doing it like this is just so that in theory we can tribute our Naruto with Decode. However, I honestly did mess up the combo. As I said, this is a hard deck to play. It's hard to kind of play stuff out in my head, and being on camera might make it a little worse. But the way to optimize this honestly would have been to switch this in the Gate 0 to put this over here. So then when we would summon our Decode Talker on this side and still summon our Vortex here, now we would be able to tribute our Harmonizing should we need to, as well as get a float off of Star Pendulum Graph. We could have also done some weird stuff like trying to link with this or make Starving Venom with it. But we needed one more monster in our hand. Had this been a level 4 of some kind, we could have got there, but it wasn't, so we didn't. It is what it is, though. Things happen. So let's go back just a couple steps, and I'm going to swap out this Star Graph. I'm just going to say Purple Poison Magician, because it really only needs to be a level 4 that you can synchro with Harmonizing with. So had we gone back to the Pendulums, you've already seen this board. So let's say we just swap this out for any level 4, being our Wisdom Eye, Purple Poison, Black Fang, it doesn't matter. So we'll go back to before the Pendulum. At the Pendulum, that's my correction. Okay, so we had Astro here. This was in hand. And what did we do? These are all, that's up here. And that was, okay, so then we Pendulum summoned. This went here. This was here. This was here. I believe that is correct. Alright, so yeah, then we would, because we hadn't normal summoned with this board, the play would be to overlay these two for Naruto, then normal summon our purple poison, synchro with harmonizing to make the Omega, snipe a card out of the opponent's hand by banishing him, and then overlay these two for the absolute, and then do the Decode Talker Vortex play. So, had we drawn any level 4 Magician, other than obviously another Harmonizing, we could have made a significantly better board by sniping a card with Omega, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I hope that kind of gives you a basic idea for it. So, yeah, the Naruto Omega play is, or not Naruto Vortex play is a lot more common than what people give it credit for. As you noticed by that opening hand, I did not open any of my level 6s. I had Electromite, and I had Harmonizing Magician get them for me. It was obviously good that I already had Astrograph access, but that's a big part of it. You gotta, you gotta do some shenanigans to get there, as Lithium would say. The shenanigans. And also, if you didn't notice, I did not actually use the Black Fang Magician that was destroyed off of Electromite. So had that Supreme King Gate 0 been in the deck, and I had to, do that thing, it wouldn't have mattered, because I still would have been able to make that play by Pendulum summoning it back. So we'll do another quick shuffle, do another hand. Alright, 11 minutes in. Okay, that's not too bad. And no, this deck, it does not take 10-minute turns, assuming you know what you're doing. I'm just trying to explain everything, make sure I'm optimizing it for you guys on the screen, so that's the big thing here. Just get this all good up and shuffled. As I said, I just don't want to, I want to make sure there's no one down in the comments trolling, say, oh, but you stacked that hand, because I have no reason to do that. I want you guys to know that this deck, it does have very, very commonly good hands. However, I did have, I think, 2 games where I just had like no, I'm sorry, 3 games. 3 of them, honestly, one of them was just because I oversighted. But the other 2, it was just, they were just like, they were bricks, to say the least. So, they do happen. They're not common, but they do happen. This time we have, ooh, alright. Wisdom Eye, Foolish, Astro, Chrono, and Darkworm. That's pretty lit. So we actually can't really utilize this Darkworm as much because we've already got the access to the first one through Foolish, but that's okay. I'm here to show you guys things like that and how, having doubles of the same card access, it's not so bad. We obviously start with our Foolish. We'll send the Darkworm, do the thing, activate the Darkworm Engraved to summon himself. And we will get the best card in the deck, Supreme King Gate 0. Not actually the best card in the deck, but I'm so glad I tried this engine. It's magical. Okay, so then we will scale our Chronograph Sorcerer and use his effect to pop himself. And we will, let's see. Now one option we have is to summon him. However, I'm thinking in this particular board, it is better to scale him. Reason being that now we're going to activate our Astrograph to summon him. So we still have that extra summon on the board, and we're still going to add our second Chronograph. So we've already got both of our level 6s and level 7s in play that we need. But the difference with this is by scaling Time Gazer, we now have a Magician that we can use our Wisdom Eye with. So we can, actually not quite yet though. Not quite yet though. Let's wait. We'll link these two first. Oh, alright. Get our Electromite out. Then Electromite will activate. We'll use his effect. Putting something in the extra deck. We're going to put Harmonizing Magician in the extra deck. There is a reason for this. We've already got Astrograph, so we can afford to overextend a bit. So now we're going to do this whole play, where we scale the Gate 0, use Electromite to pop the gate, and add back our Astrograph. Then we'll activate our Astrograph, obviously with Electromite as Chain Link 1, and we'll get our other copy of Gate 0. And then Electromite draws us a card. It's a Cosmic Cyclone. Not a combo piece, but we can set it and just have some extra protection. Pretty cool. So now we can activate our Wisdom Eye Magician. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Now what I was originally going for is I was going to say we do something along the lines of Wisdom Eye, pop itself to get Chrono, or not Chrono, Oath Dragon. But now I apologize if I'm taking a while, guys. The combos, as I said, they're not like standard, so to speak. Every hand is different. That's what you have to realize when playing this deck. Electromite and Astrograph here, this will almost always happen. It's what you do with these two zones, and if you want to get Harmonizing in something else, or if you just want to summon from hand. That's what makes your hands so much different from play to play. So we can... actually, we haven't normal summoned yet. So we could go for a Starving Venom over here to loot some stuff. Not sure if that's the right play, though. If we were to do that, we could Pendulum summon back Astrograph, Gate 0 from our hand, and Chronograph from our hand. And a Wisdom Eye. You know what? I'm not sure where this is going to go. I'm just going to go with it. So I'm going to normal summon the Dark Worm. And can't use his effect twice in a turn. Could go for a second Electromite, but that's kind of pointless right now since we don't want to put anything in the extra deck. So we'll use his effect to copy Electromites. But we're not going to use it just yet. So first, let's see. Or are we going to use it just yet? Maybe. Yeah, what am I talking about? So we're going to use our Wisdom Eye Magician first. And we'll get our Oath Dragon in the scale. Then we'll activate Oath Dragon. And that's why we put our Harmonizing in the extra deck. Because now we can just add it back to our hand completely for free. Pretty cool. Now we can use... Let's see, do we want to do that yet? I don't know. That doesn't... I feel like we don't have to do it yet. We can summon Astro from... Let's see, when we Pendulum summon, we can summon our Gate... Or wait, is that... Yeah, we're going to summon a Gate here. Summon our Harmonizing Magician. And... Let's see, we've not used this to pop anything yet. Then, yeah, okay. We could summon, no, hold on. Apologies, guys. I shouldn't be trying to rush this. In fact, I really didn't think this out very far. That's my bad. I'm a scrub when I'm on camera. That's just how it is. Let's see. So we can pop our Oath Dragon to add Astro back and get him on the board. Then we'd be able to put him here. Be able to Pendulum summon back. Chrono here. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to try and get too in-depth with it. Or too, fancy. Because I can make strong plays without. So we can Pendulum summon... see. Astro, Harmonizing, and Gate. And we're going to use our Harmonizing Magician to get... Where is it at? Okay, so we're going to get a purple poison just because we got 3 of them still on the deck. Alright, so now we'll overlay these 2 for our Absolute Dragon. Then we will link it with our Electromite to make our standard Decode Talker play over in this zone now. Very important. Very, very important. And now we'll summon our Vortex. So now what we can do from here is we will synchro our Harmonizing and our Purple Poison to synchro summon Psyframe Lord Omega over here. We'll use his effect to banish a card from the opponent's hand. And now we will use our Supreme King Starving Venom that copied Electromite to pop our Oath Dragon. And what can we add back? Well, I'm thinking, how about the Oath Dragon? So, from here, we can activate our Chronograph in our hand to summon itself and special summon that Oath Dragon back. And we can use his effect just for shits and giggles to add Allies Absolute Dragon back to our extra deck. Because why not? You might need a rank 7 for some reason later on. But look at this. Now we can overlay these 2 and make Naruto the Moral Leader. So we have instead of Cyclone, we do not have scales. However, or not complete scales anyway. However, we still have a Starving Venom in board that can, copy Electromite's effect to cycle through stuff. Unfortunately, there is no Astrograph in our extra deck. Although, come to think of it, I believe I just Pendulum summoned the Astrograph. So I might have just been able... Yeah, I think I could have just summoned the Gate and it wouldn't have made a difference. But even so, I do like having the 1 Astrograph in the graveyard, so I can have set up for Black Fang. That's pretty good. But yeah, we've got that. We've got both negates, and we got the Decode Talker, and we ripped a card with Omega. I didn't make him for what reason now? It's okay. I know how to make him. I know those plays. I know how to get him out. But yeah, it's just those plays. You really have to open the sorcerers to get those plays. That's the catch. So, I think I'll do one more for you guys, and then I'll cut it off there. So that was probably the best board that we could have ended with. The only thing that could have made it better is some kind of weird thing that get us an extra card that I'm not sure what it would be. And, Desires, obviously, but I'm not playing Desires. And like drawing into the same exact cards off it and having a time graph. I think that's the only way it could have been better. So I'll do one more quick pile shuffle. And do it a little bit of a different fashion this time. Make sure nothing's stuck. Alright. Now let's deal out a 5-card hand and see what we got. Okay, so this is not a brick. This is a less good hand, but it's not a brick at all. So, Stargazer is not great in hand, but it's a magician. And we have the Wisdom Eye Star Pendulum Graph combo, which is incredible. And we have Wavering Eyes, which is also incredible. So, we will start off by just activating our Star Graph. And we'll scale Stargazer Magician and Wisdom Eye Magician. And we'll activate Wisdom Eye's effect. Now, if the opponent were to chain Ogre on that, then you could obviously Wavering Eyes and just kind of go from there. It wouldn't be anywhere close to as powerful, but you'd be able to do it. What am I popping both for? We are only popping Wisdom Eye. I was looking at the Wavering Eyes down here and like, oh, I'm activating that, right? No, I am not. And believe it or not, I actually did have one game last weekend where I actually put Time and Star and the Scales together just because I was playing against a back row deck, and I was like, well, at least they can't activate spell cards or trap cards whenever I'm attacking. That's pretty neat. Wasn't really that relevant, but it was cool. They're still good, I promise. The OG pendulums. So we search that. Now we use our Star Graph to search our Harmonizing Magician. Then we'll normal summon our Dark Worm. And using Dark Worm's effect, we'll get our Supreme King Gate 0. Very good card. Now, from here, we're going to go ahead and use our Wavering Eyes. It does kind of suck to use it as a combo, or not as a combo piece, but to have to, yeah, that's what I meant. Use it as a combo piece rather than as a defensive card, but it is what it is. We need that Electromite. We're going to get our Astrograph Sorcerer, and then, bam, we're going to summon our Astrograph, and we're going to add, because it was destroyed, a Wisdom Eye Magician. Now we'll link these two. I'll just deal with this stack of stuff I've already summoned in the video. Electromite. And using Electromite's effect, let's see. We could potentially get the Naruto board out. Yeah, I'm thinking we can. Not thinking too far ahead, guys. I'm trying to just get this video done, to be honest with you. I don't want it to drag on too much longer for you. Alright, so we got Chrono in there. So we'll go ahead and activate Harmonizing, activate Wisdom Eye. Wisdom Eye will pop itself yet again. Always, always broken card. And we'll get our Oath Dragon in the scale. And because Harmonizing Magician, is in the scale, we can activate Oath Dragon's effect. And yeah, we have Wisdom Eye and Black Fang, so we're adding Wisdom Eye back. Sounds good. Now, from here, let's see. We're going to use Electromite to pop our Oath Dragon. And by popping Oath Dragon, we can add back our Astrograph. And look at that, we're going to activate our Astrograph. And I believe, actually, before that can even happen, I have activated Electromite's effect. The deck has not been shuffled since I did this, but before I was even able to do this play. So, while Oath Dragon was in the deck, I used Wisdom Eye to scale the Oath Dragon. At that point, Electromite actually has to activate to draw me a card. Wow, the other Oath Dragon, that's incredible. Alright, well, I guess because of that, we can do this a little differently. We can use our Electromite to pop Harmonizing Magician then. Or, I'm sorry, we're still going to use our, we'll still use Oath to add Wisdom back. But now we'll use Electromite to pop Harmonizing instead, and summon our Astrograph, and we can get Harmonizing Magician to our hand. Now we will scale our Wisdom Eye, pop him, and put Black Fang in the scale. I'm sorry this last one wasn't it wasn't quite done as professionally because I did forget about the Electromite play, but it is what it is. I apologize for that, guys. So, from here, we are ready to get our Pendulum summon on. Notice how we have 2 level 6s for Electromite in the Oath in hand and the Chrono in extra, and if we didn't have that, we would have, instead of popping Harmonizing, basically, this would be here, and we'd have another Oath in hand, rather than just, it would be, in fact, I'm not even certain I'm going to be using this Harmonizing this turn, so it shouldn't really even change that much. So we are going to, when we Pendulum summon, regardless, this will be on our field. And what else do we want to summon? We will be Pendulum summoning our Gate 0 no matter what happens. And we have normal summoned. Okay, so, alright, so what we can do, so what we'll do is, let me think on, is there a way to do it like this? Okay, no, we can't because it's from, I was thinking if there's a way to do the decode where it's pointing at just a random monster, just for extra tribute, but because we have to make both of our extra monsters here first, we actually can't do that, but it's not like that's a big deal in the slightest, so yeah, who cares? We'll just do this. We'll save our Harmonizing Magician. So we just summoned our 2 level 6s, and then we're gonna do the standard thing, overlay, link Shoken, decode, vortex. Bam! Every time, guys. I'm telling you, this board is busted. And in fact, I feel like I could have made it a little bit more so broken. Yeah, I probably could have. By like summoning this harmonizing, just not using its effect, using it and the chrono to make starving venom, and just going off from there. Pop the black fang to add Astra, or not add Astra, but to add chronograph back and pendulum summon it. I think it could have been a little bit more optimized than this, but hey, it is what it is. I'm showing you just the deck is also a little difficult to play at times, so you know that's a thing. So guys, tell me what you thought about this test hand video. Again, I apologize for any times that I might have been, you know, slacking to say the least, where I was a little slow on the combos or anything like that. But I hope this was very informative to you, and how it shows that a lot of different plays can get you like various cards in hand. We saw that last hand, if I remember correctly, we had Stargraph, we had, let's see, we had Stargazer, Wavering Eyes, Wisdom Eye, and I think it was Darkworm. Notice how we have none of our level 6s or 7s here, and we still made both the rank 6 and the rank 7. This card, it's broken. It's very broken. It's dumb. But hey, it is what it is. It's a good card. So you guys tell me in the comment section below, like I said, what you thought about this video, if it was helpful, and if you'd like me to do more of these kinds of videos in the future for you guys. As always, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all my future content, and I'll catch you in my next video.